यहाँ अपना पूरा स्क्रिप्ट डालें। Let me ask you something personal. Right now, at this exact moment, are you living the life you imagined 5 years ago? Or did life just happen to you? Most people are working 9 to 5, counting coins at the end of the month and watching other people post their success stories online, wondering why not me? What do they know that I don't? Here's the uncomfortable truth. It's not about luck, it's not about connections, and it's definitely not about waiting for the right time. There are people who started with absolutely nothing, no degree, no rich parents, no investors, and they built real, sustainable income for themselves, not in years, but in months. How? They followed a system, a mindset, a roadmap that most people never get taught. Today we are going to break down exactly what separates a beginner who is struggling from an earner who is thriving. And I promise you, by the time this video ends, you will never look at money, effort or opportunity the same way again. So buckle up, stay till the end, because the lesson at minute 27 might be the most important thing you hear this entire year. Now, before we dive in, who is this video actually for? This is for the college student who is confused about where to start. This is for the person who has tried side hustles and failed. This is for the working professional who feels stuck in a salary that never seems to grow. And this is for anyone who has ever said, I want more from life, but I don't know how to get there. The biggest mistake people make? They think earning money is about finding the perfect opportunity. They spend months researching, watching videos, taking notes, and never actually starting. That is called preparing to prepare, and it is the silent killer of dreams. What you actually need is not more information, you need the right transformation, a shift in how you think, how you act, and how you value your own time and skills. This framework, Beginner to Earner, is built exactly for that. It is a journey, from confusion to clarity, from hesitation to execution, from being someone who wants money to becoming someone who attracts it. Let's begin. Here's a story. Meet Aryan. Aryan is 24, smart guy. He watches YouTube videos about making money every single day. He has 47 tabs open in his browser about passive income. He has 3 notebooks filled with business ideas. But his bank account? Same as it was 2 years ago. Sound familiar? Aryan's problem is not intelligence, it's identity. He sees himself as a consumer, someone who learns, watches, collects, not someone who creates, produces and delivers value. The very first shift you need to make before anything else is this. You must start seeing yourself as someone who creates value for the world. Every single person who earns money is doing one thing, solving a problem for someone else. The mechanic solves your car problem, the chef solves your hunger problem, the programmer solves a business problem. Even the YouTuber is solving your boredom or curiosity problem. The moment you start asking, what problem can I solve? What value can I create? Your entire relationship with money begins to change. And the most common mistake here? People think they need a unique, never-before-seen idea. They don't. The world does not need new ideas. It needs better execution of existing ones. There are 10,000 graphic designers in India, but only a few of them are fully booked with clients. Why? Because those few made the shift from I know Photoshop to I help businesses look more professional online. That's a creator mindset. And here's the thing most people miss. This identity shift doesn't take years. It can happen in a single decision, a decision you can make right now. Write down one skill you already have, then write how that skill solves a real problem for a real person. That sentence is the beginning of your earning identity. Let me tell you about a bamboo tree. When you plant a bamboo seed and water it every day, for the first year nothing happens. Second year, nothing. Third year, still nothing visible. People walk past and say, you're wasting your time. But then, in the 5th year, the bamboo shoots up 90 feet in just 6 weeks. Why? Because for 4 years, it was building roots, unseen, underground, preparing. Your earning journey works exactly the same way. Most people quit in the first 3 months because they don't see results. But results don't come linearly. They come exponentially. And by the time most people quit, they were actually just days away from their breakthrough. The key concept here is momentum. Momentum is not built by making one giant move. It is built by making small, consistent moves every single day until the universe has no choice but to respond. Think about it this way. If you make 1% progress every day for a year, do you know what that equals? You become 37 times better than you were at the start. Not 1.365, 37 times better. So here's how this connects to money and career. Instead of trying to earn 1 lakh rupees in your first month, focus on earning your first 1,000 rupees. That first 1,000 rupees teaches you more than any course ever could. It teaches you that the market is real, that people will pay, and that you can deliver. The mistake people make, they compare their beginning to someone else's middle. They look at someone earning 5 lakh rupees a month and feel defeated, forgetting that person once started with zero, just like them. Stop comparing your chapter 1 to someone's chapter 20. You are not behind, you are just getting started, and starting is everything. One more thing about momentum. Celebrate small wins. This sounds soft, but it is scientifically proven. When you celebrate progress, your brain releases dopamine. That dopamine makes you want to take another step, and another, and another. This is how habits are formed. This is how earners are built. Set one micro goal this week. Not earn more money, but something specific, like reach out to 5 potential clients or finish setting up my profile on one freelance platform. Crush that goal, celebrate, then move to the next. Here's an uncomfortable truth that most financial gurus will never tell you. Your biggest obstacle to earning is not the economy, it's not the competition, it's not the market, it's the stories you've been telling yourself since childhood. Think about this. Studies show that lottery winners who win millions of dollars, 70% of them are broke again within 5 years. And people who go bankrupt, many of them rebuild their wealth within a few years. Why? Because your bank account is just a reflection of your internal wealth thermostat. If your thermostat is set to barely getting by, you will unconsciously make decisions that bring you back to that level, no matter how much money comes in. And where does this thermostat get set? In childhood. From what your parents said about money, from the neighborhood you grew up in, from the teachers who told you to just find a stable job, from the culture that said wanting too much is greedy. These are what we call limiting beliefs, and they operate like software running in the background of your mind, silently sabotaging every effort you make. Some common ones are, rich people are corrupt, so unconsciously you resist becoming rich because you don't want to be seen as corrupt. Money doesn't grow on trees, so you treat every rupee as scarce, and scarcity thinking repels abundance. I am just not lucky like those people, so you stop trying because you've already decided the game is rigged. Here's what separates winners from average people. Winners question their beliefs, average people defend them. The earner mindset asks, is this belief true, or is it just something I was told? For example, money doesn't grow on trees is technically true, but value does grow from skills, and skills can be learned. So if you develop a skill that creates value, money literally grows from your brain. Once you start challenging these stories, something remarkable happens. You stop self-sabotaging, you stop hiding, you stop making excuses, and you start showing up fully for your own future. Write down your top 3 beliefs about money. Now ask for each one, where did this belief come from? Is it serving me or is it holding me back? Rewrite each belief into an empowering version. Read it every morning for 21 days. Here's the million-dollar question. What do you tell potential clients when you haven't made any money yet? This fear paralyzes beginners. They think they need to show a long list of successful clients before they can start. That's backward thinking. Here's what you do instead. First, you get clear on your value proposition. You don't sell ICO, you sell help. So instead of saying, I am a new freelancer, you say, I am a student learning digital marketing and I want to help you set up your social media. See the difference? First is selling experience you don't have. Second is offering help you can deliver. Second, you create proof, even without clients. Build a portfolio of sample work. If you want to be a writer, write 5 sample blogs. If you want to be a video editor, edit 3 sample videos. The portfolio shows your capability, not who paid you in the past. Third, you take on tester projects for low fee. This sounds contradictory, but here's why it works. Your goal in the first few months is not maximizing income. It is maximizing learning and testimonials. A short project at low fee gives you 3 things: real-world experience, a testimonial for your portfolio, and the chance to turn it into a long-term client after you deliver. The mistake people make, they try and skip the tester phase. They want payment before showing real value. It comes from scarcity thinking. Scarcity thinking says, I need to get paid for my time. Abundance thinking says, I need to deliver value to get paid for my time. In the beginning, you trade skills for value. Later, you get paid because you know how to create value. This is how you move from beginner to earner. The first sale is the hardest, the second is easier, the third becomes effortless. Set one goal this week, not earning money, but something specific, like reach out to 5 potential clients or finish setting up your profile on one freelance platform. Crush that goal, celebrate, then move to the next.
यहाँ अपना पूरा स्क्रिप्ट डालें. Here is a deep lesson that most summaries and videos completely skip over. People are obsessed with finding the one skill that will change their life. Should I learn coding, or digital marketing, or copywriting? But the real earners, the ones who build serious, sustainable income, don't rely on one skill. They stack skills. Let me explain. Imagine you're a good writer. That's great. But if you also understand basic psychology, you can write copy that converts. Add social media knowledge, and now you can market that copy. Add basic data analysis, and now you can measure what works and improve it. You haven't become an expert in 4 fields. You've become uniquely valuable at the intersection of 4 skills. And that intersection, very few people occupy it. Which means very few people compete with you. Which means you can charge more. Scott Adams, the creator of Dilbert, once said that being in the top 10% at 2 or 3 things is far more valuable than being top 1% at one thing. Because combining skills creates a unique advantage that is almost impossible to replicate. Now here's how people misuse this concept. They try to learn too many skills at once and master none. They jump from one course to another, collect certificates like trophies, and wonder why they are not earning. The correct way? Master one foundational skill first. Get to a level where you can deliver real results. Then and only then, add the second skill that complements the first. Then the third. This is a ladder, not a buffet. For example, if your foundation is video editing, your next skill might be client communication, then content strategy, then YouTube analytics. Now you're not just an editor, you're a content growth specialist. And those people earn 3 to 5 times more than plain editors. The market doesn't pay for what you know. It pays for the unique combination of what you know and what you can do with it. One more uncomfortable truth. Most people stay broke because they invest in education but not in execution. They spend 10,000 rupees on a course but won't spend 200 rupees buying a domain to start their practice website. They study income but don't practice generating it. Knowledge without execution is just expensive entertainment. Identify your current strongest skill. Now, research what complementary skill, when combined with it, would make you significantly more valuable in the market. Spend the next 30 days focused only on that second skill. Alright, let's get practical, because motivation without direction is just noise. Here is your 7-day plan to go from beginner to earner. No theory, only action. Day 1. Clarity Day. Write down your one core skill. Define who you help and what problem you solve. Write it in one sentence. This is your earning identity. Day 2. Research Day. Spend 2 hours studying people who are already earning from your skill. What platforms are they on? What are they charging? What do their clients say? This is your market map. Day 3. Build Day. Create your online presence. Set up one professional profile. LinkedIn, Fiverr, Instagram, or wherever your clients hang out. Write a bio using your Day 1 sentence. Day 4. Portfolio Day. Create 3 samples of your work, even if no one has hired you yet. A designer can make 3 mock logos. A writer can write 3 sample articles. Show what you can do. Day 5. Outreach Day. Contact 10 people, friends, family, or cold outreach to small businesses. Offer to help them with your skill. Don't ask for money yet. Ask for feedback and a testimonial. This builds proof. Day 6. Mindset Day. Revisit your limiting beliefs list. Journal for 20 minutes about your relationship with money. Set your income goal for the next 30 days. Write it down. Make it specific. Day 7. Review and recommit day. Look at what worked this week and what didn't. What felt uncomfortable. Good, that's where your growth is. Set 3 specific actions for the week ahead. Repeat the cycle. These 7 days will not make you rich, but they will make you someone who is moving, and movement creates momentum, and momentum creates results. The difference between a beginner and an earner is not talent, it's consistency. It's showing up on day 7 the same way you showed up on day 1, even when nobody is watching, even when results aren't visible yet. I want to leave you with this. Think about the version of you that is 5 years from now, fully financially free, doing work that matters, waking up without anxiety about bills. That version of you exists. It is possible. It is waiting. But that version of you will only exist if the version of you right now, today, makes a different choice. Not a dramatic, life-altering choice, just a small, quiet daily choice. To learn one thing, to take one action, to move 1 inch forward instead of standing still. The saddest thing I know is this. Most people will watch this video, feel inspired for about 2 hours and then go back to their old patterns. Not because they are lazy, but because change feels scary. Because the familiar feels safe, even when the familiar is making them miserable. Don't be that person. You watched this far because something inside you knows there is more for you. Trust that feeling. Act on it. The world doesn't need another person who almost made it. It needs you, fully activated, fully earning, fully alive. Every expert was once a beginner. Every earner was once broke. The only thing that stands between you and the life you want is a decision followed by daily action. Make that decision. Today. Not tomorrow. Not after the next video. Right now. Because the best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is this exact moment. If this video gave you even one insight that shifted your thinking, smash that like button right now. It takes 2 seconds and it helps this channel reach more people who need this message. Subscribe if you want more content like this every week. We break down the most powerful ideas from books on money, mindset, and success in a way that actually sticks. And drop a comment below. I read every single one. Tell me, what was your biggest takeaway from this video? Was it the identity shift, the skill stack strategy, the 7-day plan? Tell me in the comments. I'm waiting. And until next time, stay hungry, stay consistent, and remember, you are always just one decision away from a completely different life. See you in the next one.